A growing crisis: homelessness in New York. The United States faces a serious problem: homelessness. This issue affects every state, including New York. In fact, New York has one of the highest homeless populations in the country. Recent numbers are alarming. Over 350,000 people in New York State experience homelessness. This is a staggering number. It represents a 175% increase over the last 2 decades. The COVID-19 pandemic briefly slowed this trend. Eviction moratoriums and rental assistance helped. However, the numbers have risen again. This crisis impacts individuals and families. Sadly, children are often the most vulnerable victims. Nearly 46,000 children in New York State don't have a permanent home. They live in shelters with their families. This situation is a tragedy for countless individuals and families. This crisis demands attention. We must understand the causes of homelessness. We need to find solutions to help those in need. It's time to address this pressing issue head-on. Ignoring the problem will only make it worse. The future of countless New Yorkers hangs in the balance. The epicenter: homelessness in New York City. New York City, the city that never sleeps. It's a global hub of finance, culture, and opportunity. But it's also a city grappling with a stark reality: homelessness. Estimates suggest over 150,000 people are homeless in the city. This number only reflects those living in shelters or on the streets. The true number of homeless New Yorkers could be much higher, perhaps between 5,000 and 25,000 more. Walking through the city, you see the evidence. People sleeping on sidewalks, huddled in doorways, begging for change. It's a constant reminder of the human cost of this crisis. The reasons behind New York City's homeless crisis are complex. But one factor stands out: the high cost of living. Rent in the city is astronomical. Many people simply cannot afford a place to live. This problem isn't limited to those without jobs. Even those working full-time often struggle to make ends meet. The roots of the problem: why are so many New Yorkers homeless? The causes of homelessness are complex and multifaceted. In New York, several factors contribute to this crisis. One major driver is the soaring cost of housing. Gentrification plays a role too. Older, affordable housing is replaced with luxury apartments. This displaces longtime residents. Economic struggles contribute to the problem. Jobs have been lost, wages have stagnated, and poverty has risen. This makes it difficult for people to stay afloat. There aren't enough safe, affordable places to live. This shortage affects individuals and families, making it nearly impossible to escape homelessness. Section 4: A city-by-city crisis. Different struggles, different solutions. The homelessness crisis in New York State is not uniform. It takes on different forms in different cities. Each city faces unique challenges and requires tailored solutions. New York City, with its massive population and high cost of living, faces an uphill battle. Shelters are overwhelmed and affordable housing is scarce. The city has implemented various initiatives. These include rental assistance programs and efforts to build more affordable housing. However, progress is slow, and the problem persists. Staten Island, once considered a haven from the city's homeless crisis, has seen a recent surge in its homeless population. To address this, the borough has expanded its shelter capacity. Non-profit organizations like People's Path play a crucial role in providing essential services to those in need. Upstate cities like Albany and Rochester face different challenges. Economic decline and a lack of job opportunities contribute to higher rates of poverty and homelessness. Albany's Project Hope aims to provide rapid intervention and support to those experiencing homelessness. However, budgetary constraints often hinder its effectiveness. Rochester has grappled with issues related to homeless encampments. Section 5: What can be done? Addressing the crisis. The homelessness crisis in New York demands a multifaceted approach. There's no single solution, but a combination of strategies can make a difference. Government initiatives are crucial. This includes increasing funding for affordable housing, expanding rental assistance programs, and providing essential services like healthcare and job training. However, government action alone is not enough. Nonprofit organizations play a vital role in filling the gaps. They provide food, clothing, shelter, and support services to those experiencing homelessness. Supporting these organizations through donations and volunteering is essential. Addressing the root causes of homelessness is equally important. This means investing in education, job training, and mental health services. It also means tackling poverty and income inequality. Creating a more just and equitable society will help prevent homelessness in the long run. Ultimately, solving this crisis requires a collective effort. We need policymakers, nonprofit organizations, businesses, and everyday citizens to work together. Awareness is key. We must educate ourselves and others about the realities of homelessness. This includes challenging stereotypes and misconceptions. Compassion is crucial. We must treat those experiencing homelessness with dignity